It's that time. We're going to get into the other half of Losers Top 8. Just Blue versus Anathema. We mentioned it before. Anathema has those combos unlocked, but Just Blue is going to get 0 to 80s essentially for free when you get one falling up air like so. He does not drop those. That's already straight to 53%.
Just like that, finding the conversions and finding more, taking my dude all the way to church here. He said, yo, look at this pressure. Good roll on that anvil, though. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, but good coverage from Just Blue to put the minecart out there, too, and what a continuation off stage.
Anathema is so good at that. All of that damage you did meant nothing. Anathema's ability to deal with Steve's disadvantage is something to be studied. That foot still there, though, is something to be studied as well, because why did that get approved at the office?
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit egregious, and we're going to see if perhaps maybe Just Blue can go ahead and retaliate here. But one thing I'm already noticing is the moment that Anathema sends Just Blue off stage, understands how much gas I have left in the tank, how much can I force you away from the stage, and maybe even set up for a side B.
He tried to give him the little delivery through the window. It almost worked out. But.
Said that wasn't my orders.
Right.
Send that back.
Send it back. Oh my goodness, send him right back off stage.
I said you need a sign for this. This is still yours. Back here could potentially do it, but these downers are coming out of plenty. That forward smash is going to be a huge punish, but damage was done. He already established 74.
Just like that, Anathema comes back swinging, has that gyro in hand, and we already know what that means, but a good little dodge on that one can go ahead and stop that from happening as we're watching Just Blue just try to, get my bearings together, Let me grab a thing or two and then pull up.
And imagining some really good resources here if you check the bar. A lot of iron, which is going to help with those out-of-shield options and the escape options.
That was very impressive. That up tilt is -1 on block with that gold. So the fact that you chose to parry that is not an easy thing to think about at that time. But watch the way that Anathema disengages with the fight and using the intended purpose of the reflector to push back that anvil and take that stock away.
Unbelievable. I kind of forgot that move worked that way.
Yeah, no, when was the last time you actually saw it used for that purpose, right? Just going to show all the things that R.O.B has in the kit. And look at the aggression off stage. Yet again, reverse neutral air and just charges the gyro.
It's crazy the way that Anathema's like trying to force panic options out of Just Blue. Because once you start establishing that and you take away minecart, what do you got? You have to now play disadvantage like every other normal character, and that's exactly what Anathema wants, and that's what he's established as he bobbles him off of his own wall and said, "Hey, you want to run it back? Would you like to run it back to the same spot?"
He sent it off the backboard to himself.
Yes,
and then sealed the deal.
I'm gonna give that a 10 on the dunk contest
I'm
tour.
saying, what the heck?
No,
Vince
that
Carter,
was
who?
clean as hell.
R.O.B.'s my god. Oh my goodness.
That's some Rajon Rondo reach right there. I'm sorry. that was so well played.
Right. There was an immense amount of knowledge.
There you go.
Yeah. He looked at him like, did you see that? That was kind of clean.
He's like, wow, I'm kind of nice with it.
We've had enough.
It's like they were playing on the KOF stage.
Yeah.
It was like, punched him against the wall and he came back.
I'll give it up, but really,
we're New England talks now.
Right. Incredible amount of knowledge, and like you said, really interesting, aggressive options from Anathema, not to commit to anything, but to force a panic option from Just Blue. So smart.
Oh, just getting that trip on the down tilt, very useful there, but immediately we get a turn of the tides here as, we were mentioning this even before the set started, right? Just Blue's conversions off of a singular hit are going to be phenomenal. Gets big bang for the buck every time.
Right. But again, that knowledge coming in, using exactly the right moves to break the walls. Anathema definitely has some matchup experience, to say the least, but might not matter if you're just stuck in disadvantage the whole time.
I mean, the biggest thing, you can win advantage, you can win neutral 70 times over, but if you can't actually get the kill, you're going to struggle. And that's basically what Anathema's played to. Say, I'm cool with the fact that you've been comboing me. It's always going to happen. I have to accept that. But look at that. What? He waited it out to intentionally wait for the startup of the anvil to jump up to then punish you in there. If you do anything too quickly there, you get hit by the anvil. I don't know, Just Blue's got to figure it out. It's a good tech though. But
unbelievable. Did not think that would even be techable. A lot of knockback on there, but really good presence of mind. That is definitely, oh my god, the word of the hour, to say the least. The presence of mind has been phenomenal for Anathema, going for that back air.
That is the third solid punish on anvil.
Yeah.
And like between the reflector, we're gonna see that go away with minecart. Well, he's been trying to remove minecart all game. Just Blue finally finds one, and I think for Just Blue, I know you want to play back as much as possible, get your resources. I almost feel like you just need to play a normal mid-range game. You need to try and scare Anathema from always waiting for you to pull the trigger first.
Oh my goodness, and this aggressive gameplay play from Anathema has been so hard for Just Blue to deal with, pretty much stuck exclusively in the corner, or you go for a little bit of a ride, doesn't quite get the stock with that one, but I mean, these back airs, though, can we talk about these?
And that was like a functional frame trap, right? The air dodge out of that up air that was threatened, setting up with the back air, so smart. Knowing Steve doesn't really have a lot of options with such low iron.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad you pointed it out because everything about that pressure was just to force the defensive option. And for R.O.B, even if you miss that back air, it doesn't matter. You have stage control. And remember what we said before, he actually dropped one as we were about to build into it. But the damage has been done. The mental stacks are starting to build. You're at 59% on last stock, and Anathema is continuing to pressure you.
Oh my goodness, and what a good punish on the minecart too with the gyro. So many fantastic options, but some other good options too from Just Blue. Good old-fashioned vertical combos.
Yeah, what do you do if you're Just Blue here? I mean, Anathema, you were saying it before, is a machine, right? Kind of that first game is going to be feeling each other out, and you could even see it. But now, it seems like things are slipping away.
Simplify the win condition. A lot of what Just Blue's been trying to set up is getting him stuck at ledge to go for the big combo traps, right?
Yes.
You have that great KO power in your forward smash and your back air. Go for just trying to force air dodges. If you could do that, then you can get the kill, simplify everything like so, and then you can maybe bring it back. But not trying to play the trap game because that has not been working.
Finally, the first sound of Diamond I think we've seen so far. It's going to be very important to try and bring this all the way back. Right now, we're going to try and seal the deal. Maybe a little too hectic, maybe a little too ambitious with that forward smash, but Anathema's trying to seal the deal also.
Oh man, it is so scary when you, at this point, Just Blue knows, right? He's trying to fish for my defensive options, but the way he so aggressively gets in your face and then backs off is so convincing that you can't quite figure out when the moments to get out are.
Yeah, and this game, and again, this game is by no means over whatsoever. Anathema has been playing back almost struggling a little bit to get in now, which is a very rare occurrence that we haven't seen most of this set. But now that Diamond's here and missing the grab on what could have been the end of the set right there, Just Blue still gets a second chance.
Yeah.
Oh, again! Again, not teching off of his own block has been spelling unfortunate doom for Just Blue.
Bro, can we just like pull these together and just put him in the draft next season?
Yeah, I'm
and
saying.
see what happens? Like, yo, for real. Like, look, yo, y'all need to see my game off the backboard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a team. I'm the point guard. I got this. I'm good. Just watch.
He's playing NBA Street, bro.
I'm saying.
He really is.
You can move the backboard wherever you'd like. I'm still going to score.
Just phenomenal stuff. And again, I got to bring it up, that presence of mind, right? He looks so ready for that hit off the block. And, you know, if I'm Just Blue, I'm second thinking, I'm triple thinking myself while putting these blocks down and be extra careful.
Quadruple thinking even.
Maybe.
See how that pans out. I mean, granted, at this point, Just Blue's against the ropes. One last chance here to finally solidify something for yourself on the board. Gets a nice, clean little conversion, but we haven't seen anything that has led to, like, the loss of a stock
Exactly.
on conversion.
Like, that's the big thing, is that when you're playing against Steve, especially as a character like this, you're already a big character who's going to get comboed anyways. It's the tax of being the big body. You have to accept that's going to happen.
Ooh.
How do you kill me after, though?
Nice.
Well, the answer is finally getting that back here and only taking 24%. This is the best start Just Blue's had.
And some good spacing on the aerials, too, baiting the grab and then punishing accordingly. Really good adaptation from Just Blue. Trying to bring it back, but Anathema's plan.
That was weird. I was like almost a
That
frame
was so
trap.
funny.
On the
I was like drop back down. I was like, how dare you get away from me?
Yeah.
I was trying to set up.
Oh man, this is going to be a tough one, but we'll see if Anathema can bring it back. We've seen already such great gameplay in the previous game, but Just Blue finally looking like he may have a shot to go ahead and get this game, but Anathema's swinging back, man. Can he keep up the momentum?
A lot of really good defensive options. Other than that one, we're leading up to that point for Just Blue. He's starting to mix up the way he landed. He wasn't being obvious. He wasn't just autopiloting into minecart. That said, that could have been real bad. But damn, the turn never ended.
That was a whole new custom one I have not seen before. Just the improv that went into that was pretty wild. All of a sudden, even game now, and wow, what a bait.
Oh my God, what is going on? My man is being dismantled. It was such a strong start, but it looks like you blink and suddenly Anathema is what, 10% difference in terms of how close this game's gonna be?
I mean, AG said it very well, like the custom strings along the way. Even if you DI one way, Anathema had it covered, you may have passed the DI check last time. You were way too close to the corner to pass it that time. And Anathema takes the full lead back, working on what could be a 3-0.
And that was also tough, too. The diamond tools really weren't utilized to the full effect, and now we're stuck. Kind of just a lot of rock, not a lot of materials, but no time to mine either, because Anathema's doing all of this.
Oh man, this could potentially be the final stock of Just Blue here, trying to find that moment to mine right now, but will it be enough? Do you have the resources you need? Manages to get a couple of irons in there, so we know the minecart is at least an option. Speak of the devil and it shall appear.
Yeah, and I love, like, Just Blue's trying to set up, but I love how Anathema's basically said, if you set up, I'm gonna just get my gyro game ready too.
Right.
It's been the answer to mining. I can use gyro to outpace all of this equipment you have because it's just that good, and Anathema keeps making it work.
All right, now stuck again with no materials.
Oh.
Even the diamond tools get beat out with the
Huge
forward
Johnny.
smash. Yeah.
Oh!
Could have said it better myself. Get in that regular get up, and Anathema giving everybody at home a lot of notes if they are having a little problem with Steve.